Okay, welcome back to the channel. So FPX Nickel, I'll give the quickest overview I can of the company. They're a nickel stock. They drilled out, they got a big nickel resource which could potentially double this summer when they drill out another target they have. So they find rocks on the surface and say, oh, these rocks relate to nickel being in the ground. So they've got another target they're going to drill out. So if you see my other videos, I said this is their target. It's already the 10th biggest resource in the world. It's going to be green. They got hydroelectricity to connect into. And then they drill this out, they're going to move up the scale, and it's just going to be more of a no-brainer. And the share price should double once they drill this out and find stuff there. And if they don't, it's already a good buy at the current price. So the stock has been coming down year to date because the nickel price, I was like, why is this stock coming down? I wasn't too worried, and then it turns out the nickel price is coming down, but the nickel price is the stock exchange price for nickel, not the actual contracts between some people. So watch this interview. Does the fall in nickel price bode doing for the nickel market? So he's saying, just watch this video and explains a few things about nickel. But obviously, the hydro truck, he'll tell you that in this interview. This is why we're going to have nickel, to have cool cars like this. Also the stainless steel body. And you can have an iron phosphate battery and you're going to be really heavy, or have a nickel battery and be quite light and agile in the sense. So 4 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour. That's the Cybertruck. So back where was I? So very good buying opportunity. I'll go through it more why it is. So if you come to the MPV, after tax net present value of 1.72 billion. That's 17 times their market cap at the moment. So compare other people's MPVs to their market cap, and you'll see, it's enterprise value as well, if you know what that is. So compare it to the enterprise value or the market cap, and 17 times is a big number. So if you know what MPV is, as simply as I can put it, if you build the mine, pay all your costs, the profit you get at the end will be 1.72 billion better than if you put it at in the bank and got 8%. So if this number was 0 here, this could be like 10 billion or something. But for some reason they calculate, doing this sum, they calculate if you would put the money in another investment to get 8%, how much better would this project be? So this, the lower this number, the higher this number, and that's 10%. This number is going to be lower also. So if you're comparing MPVs, market caps, you also have to take into account this number here. And also with mining stocks, make sure you get the price of the nickel. So these guys can make money at 2.7 pounds of nickel, but the MPV was based on operating cost. I'm trying to find it. Well, you have to get the nickel cost that there was based on, which I think is in this one here. So they just bring out a new PE. So it's based on nickel being at 7.75 pounds nickel. So it's actually below this now. So this should be lower. Vice versa, that's why the stocks came down. But with nickel, you want to buy low, sell high. So if you're buying below historical averages and you know there's an EV revolution coming, you're not sure when the revolution is coming, but you know it's slowly going to come. Rich people are going to buy new electric cars, poor people will get the hand-me-downs, and then the electric vehicles will get cheaper and cheaper as the supply chains get better, more efficient. So it's called a super cycle in nickel, because what happens here, no one's drilling for nickel because no one wants to buy it, so why would you try and find something no one wants to buy? And then they decide, oh, we need all this nickel to build our skyrise in China and have our nice appliances, but no one's got it, so the price shoots up and then comes back down, etc. So if you're in nickel, you want to sell out when the super cycle, when it's above the historical average by a fair amount, you probably want to sell out. That's my thoughts anyway. So when will I sell out of FPX nickel? Probably when they get bought out by a bigger company, or if there's a super cycle and I think, well, that's crazy, like Bitcoin, I'm going to sell out then. And otherwise I'll just be holding, and I've only got 10% of my, no, 5% of my portfolio in there, so it doesn't really bother me. I don't lose sleep at night on this stock. and good thing I only put thing in because I lost a bit of money lately. Buying high, silly me, thought I should buy now in case it keeps going up. But in summer they're going to drill out. They've drilled this out. They've got a big thing here. They can't drill in winter because of all the snow. They can mine in winter. I've heard that in an interview somewhere. They can mine in winter but can't drill. So they're going to drill this in summer. Hopefully they're going to find lots of nickel there and make me some money. So close down the hydro truck. So I already said hydropower. They're going to be run on hydropower. So we're going nickel for the batteries to make the planet green. And hydropower is green, so it's not going to be run diesel. They're going to have hydropower. Obviously the trucks will be. So anyway, yeah, so they can make money at 2.7 pounds of nickel. So they're a low cost producer. You always want to invest in a low cost producer because in the bad times they'll go alright, and in the good times they'll go really well. And in the good times that's probably when you want to sell out. And in the bad times, probably where you want to buy them if they got something good like this that you know is going to come in handy. An MPV of 1.7 billion and a lot of nickel in the ground. So watch this most recent interview of him, tell you a few things about nickel and why the actual price of nickel went down on the London Stock Exchange. That's how people react selling their contracts on the London Metal Exchange. But watch this interview, it will shed some light on the facts of nickel coming down. So remember, Supercycle, type in Crux Investor, Supercycle Nickel, Canadian Nickel Corp, and there's videos on supercycles and why they happen. So that's it for that one. Close that one down. So nickel price falling down. So buy low, sell high. So you have to be patient, but buy low, sell high. And maybe you're just better off putting in your money in a good tech stock if you know one. But if you don't, and you like something about mining, FPX Nickel isn't bad. They've actually got a project that is going to come into fruition, that is going to produce nickel for the world. And it's not going to be easy. No one said it would be, but it is pretty easy to chuck your money in there from your bank account. So just put a little money in there. And I'll see you in the next video. And I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, that's it.